Greetings, Commanders. My name is Pathfinder, and I'm excited to share that starting today, we're going to be having a 3-part Strike Spot miniseries on the next age of Marvel Strike Force. We're going to have a video today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and we're going to be answering questions on Discord, Reddit, and Facebook for all the things that you might have, and we'll wrap things up on Friday with a live stream with our General Manager, Ryan Jacobson, where we're going to answer as many questions as possible from you. We'll also try to answer some questions live as well. We're going to repeat these things a few times throughout these videos just to make it clear, because there's a lot of information and you're not going to want to miss any of it. So strap in and let's kick off the next stage in Marvel Strike Force. All right, well, welcome everyone to this mini series that we're calling a new age of MSF. We have back again RJ, General Manager of Marvel Strike Force. You've recognized him from our last time we did this, and we're back. We got a lot of things going on, and I wanted to ask first and foremost on how are you feeling about how things have been lately? Last few months up to this point.
I think they've been great. I mean, of course, with the 7th year anniversary, I'm pretty excited that we're finally, putting that to rest, so to speak, or it's kind of the conclusion of that is happening right now. But overall, I was really happy with the anniversary. What we call our 9.0 release, right, was pretty action-packed in terms of a lot of new features going into the game, still a lot more work for us to kind of get some of those things where we would like them to be, but I'm really excited for Command Center. Global milestone events have been great for us. So yeah, it's been a busy few months, I would say, and it's about to get a little bit busier, but overall, I'm really happy with the direction and where we're going and everything that's going on inside of the game right now.
Awesome. Well, we talk about a new age coming to MSF, but we don't just mean the age of Annihilus. It kind of has a double meaning. Do you want to talk about what that double meaning is and how it's going to look?
Yeah, I think we spoke about it right in kind of one of the strike spots. I don't think, because we haven't really told the community what that age actually means yet. I think a lot of people are just like, yeah, they do ages all the time. This isn't really that exciting. I don't know why he's so excited about this new age. But I think we look back and we learned a lot from the Age of Apocalypse, right? I think there was a lot of things that the game did really well. Some of the things that I think we learned from the community in terms of them not really loving being forced to kind of really power up specific teams to unlock legendaries. And then I would say, the Age of Mephisto kind of came and went and really didn't deliver the bang that I guess I was hoping for. And I think even with Age of X, we're learning some things that we could just do a little bit better job of and kind of creating the story arc, the narrative around the age, and just doing things differently. And I think this age, the Age of Annihilus, is gonna be pretty shocking to the community in terms of we're doing a pretty much a complete overhaul on the way that the game works and is gonna kind of operate for the next year. And I think all of the things that we're about to talk about, in these next little few mini segments are really beneficial to all player types. And that's what we're really trying to achieve, is to make this game really fun and engaging again for everyone.
Yeah, that's really great to hear. So for the players that may or may not know who Annihilus is, can you give us a little bit of lore about him? How does he fit into Marvel Strike Force?
Yeah, for those who have never seen Annihilus, first and foremost, he's a bad little dude. You know what I mean? I'm trying to not say a profanity here, but he's a rad looking villain. He is the kind of ruler of the negative zone. He uses the cosmic rod to kind of control all of the inhabitants inside of the negative zone. He's definitely ties very well into the Fantastic Four. I would say that. And there's a lot of hype going on right now around that group. And so we felt like it would be a great time to bring him into the game. There's also some other, characters that play well and tie well into Annihilus that we will be using as kind of legendary characters throughout the year. So yeah, I'm really excited to bring him into the game. And again, I think he's one of those really super cool looking guys.
Yeah, I could not agree more. I've been doing a little bit of reading as far as comic books go since learning about this announcement, and I would encourage anybody in the community, if you don't know who Annihilus is, definitely look him up. He is really a true bad guy in the Marvel universe, if you know what I mean. You talk a little bit about what we've learned in previous ages, and I think for me specifically, the Age of Apocalypse comes to mind on what a true age was. I think some players will be a little leery of that. So my question here is, what is going to be different in a good way from the Age of Apocalypse?
Yeah, like I said a second ago, I think we learned a lot from the Age of Apocalypse. I think there were a lot of great things about that age, but then also when we looked back and kind of a lot of the mirror matches, kind of the teams that we were forcing, a lot of our users to build up that maybe they didn't necessarily want to. We don't want that, right? We want players to have more kind of choice and agency and what they can do inside of the game. And so I think learning from some of those past kind of mistakes, but also looking at how can we make this even better than the Age of Apocalypse, right? What could we do to make it really sing and really resonate with the community? And I think that's where we're gonna be making some pretty big changes, right? To the way that kind of the legendary characters are gonna work, the way that the shops are gonna work, the way that you're gonna earn currencies for the shops. There's just a massive overhaul that we are about to do to the game and the next year, what we call an age, right? I feel like when we look back on this age, the age of Annihilus, we're also going to learn a lot and probably make some tweaks to the next age. But I think overall, this is the structure that I know the game really needs and kind of wants. And so I think a lot of players are going to be very excited when they kind of see this rollout.
Awesome. Well, I think that kind of leads us into the end of this first segment, at least. So, what are we going to talk about tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to start talking about legendary characters. We're going to go pretty deep into kind of how you're going to unlock that character, how you're going to power them up. And then we're going to go into some stuff around shops and currencies. There's a lot for us to talk about in the next couple of days, but I would say, for the overall, hopefully people start to get really excited about what we're about to do with the Age of Annihilus.
Thanks, Ryan. And as a reminder, this is video one in a three-part mini-series about the new age in MSF. Today's video one, and there's going to be another video tomorrow, and then a third and final video on Wednesday. We'll also have a Twitch stream on Friday. Just want to make sure that everyone is informed of what's going on throughout this week, as we are going to give you a lot of information. We're going to be answering a lot of questions on that stream on Friday, so don't miss it. We'll see you back here tomorrow.